I started in 2017. It was after attending Enterprise Uganda. Enterprise Uganda mainly gave us skills, wisdom to start with, because for me, I thought starting a pharmacy, I needed something like 20 and above millions. But with Enterprise Uganda, I ended up starting with 2.5. That's what was on my account. And I always tell people I was planning to buy a giant screen and sofas. But after attending Enterprise Uganda, they told us to start with what we had. And since I was a pharmacist, myself was capital, because I wasn't going to pay a pharmacist. So I started with that. I started to look for the location. Which location I found here? It was, by then it was 300 rent. So I paid for 3 months. That was 900. Then the remaining I deposited on the guy who was going to do shelves. Whereby after doing the shelves, I didn't have the capital to buy the drugs. But a certain friend of mine who was a pharmacist lent me 4 million. And I was moving from one pharmacy to another to ask for credit of drugs. Whereby I landed on some Indians. Actually, I found them at National Drug Authority. And I asked them if it was possible to give me drugs on credit. And they asked me how much was I having, and I told them 4 million. Though by then the friend had not yet given me the 4 million. They told me come with the 4 million at the pharmacy and we will talk. So now I had to be serious on my friend who had some 4 million on her account. She was ready to give it to me for 3 months. Yeah, the principles I follow to stay in business, one of them is honesty. When you borrow money, you make sure you don't wait for the person who has lent you the money to give you a call. You call them before they call you. For example, if you get the money, make sure you give them the money at the time you promised to give. If you didn't get the money, make sure you call them before they call you and tell them what is happening. When a person knows what is happening, they will be a bit patient than some other people who end up switching off phones. One of them, keeping good relationship with your suppliers, your bankers, your employees, for example, paying them salary in time. Another thing is like trying not to exaggerate prices. When you are honest and you give the right prices to the client, they will always trust you even when things go sour. For example, if a drug becomes more expensive, since they have been getting drugs from you, they will trust you. Then also adding value to the service we give. For example, for us, we are handling health. When make sure you are giving the right drug to the patient with the right information, so that when they consume it, in the long run, you are saving health. When you add value, people will look for you. We keep the records. We employ people who know what they are doing. For example, here, if you are a dispenser, you have to be a qualified one. And if a cashier is different from a dispenser, it's also helping us to move on well. Me, I started when I wasn't being paid in time. So when I started my business, I make sure that my employers are employed in time. And currently, we are employing over 7 people. Like we have actually there are more than 7 people. For example, just Jinko Pharmacy, we have 3 dispensers, have 2 cashiers, we have a cleaner. Currently, we are having an IT personnel, and another, like, still, if you go to Malta, we have 2 dispensers and a cashier. Jogan, we have 2 dispensers and a cashier. the medical center, we have a medical officer, I have a dentist. How I've managed to manage all the 4 different facilities. In addition, having small managers, we are also using systems, whereby different systems, we use the systems to track how the businesses are working. In this business, I have achieved a lot of things. First of all, that was 2018. I constructed a 6-roomed house for my father. Then also I've paid the school fees for my sisters, my brothers. One has already finished university, one is doing nursing, and others are in secondary. And as myself, I've also bought some plots